Okay, students, we are starting with a new course that is an elective subject in our final year, first semester of final year. Right? And the subject is mechatronics. Now, mechatronics. Remember, in this course, we will communicate in both languages, English as well as Hindi, whereas I will prefer more Hindi to communicate since it will be much more good so that we can interact with each other, right? So the subject is mechatronics. Now the subject mechatronics is an elective subject intended in semester 1 of your final year, that is final year or fourth year of Bachelor of Engineering of Mechanical Engineering, right? Regarding the course, we said that it is an elective one and the total marks allotted to these subjects are 100. Out of this 100, 80 marks are given to university question paper, that is the exam is conducted by university and the duration of the exam is 3 hours, whereas 20 marks class test is there. A class test of 20 marks is conducted by the institute and the duration of the class test is 20 marks. Now talking about the passing criteria, among the university paper of 80 marks you have to score at least 28 marks to pass, whereas in case of class test you need 12 marks to pass, right? So overall out of 100 you will require 28 plus 12, that is 40 marks to pass. Remember, the minimum criteria to pass in university is 28 marks. Out of 80 marks you have to take 28 marks itself, right? And in class test it is 12, so the total makes it a 40. Now moving forward, the subject. Remember, the coming era is, we know that it is an purely automation one, right? Now the whole of the world is automating itself. We are making progress in each and every domain, in each and every field. We are hearing the terms like IoT, industrial internet of things, and then automation, right? Now to achieve this automation, of course we will require mechatronics. Now regarding mechatronics, we can say that this mechatronics is nothing but blend of two sub programs of engineering, that is mechanical and electronics, that is mechatronics, right? More precisely we can say that electrical or electronics power is utilizing the mechanisms to perform some duties. So that is all about mechatronics. We will focus more in detail when we go on the subject, right? The objectives behind learning this subject is to provide a clear view of all the elements. We know that we are going to achieve some automation, and to achieve this automation we will require different hardwares, different elements, right? So we need to know about this element. So the very first objective is to provide a clear view on key elements of mechatronics systems and its representation in a block diagram. So that will be the first objective. Moving forward, the second objective is to accustom with various sensors, data and acquisition system. Remember, when we say that we are going to automate something, or the whole of automation system requires some sensors, some those devices which are required to acquire some data, and we need to know about these elements. So the very second objective will be, we should be very well known to these sensors, these data acquisition systems at the end of this program. The third objective is to impart knowledge about microprocessors. We will learn microprocessors, microcontrollers in this mechatronics, and finally we will be equipped with PLC programming, right? The programmable logic controllers, the different languages of programming. Among those different languages available, we will use one of them to learn programming or to program something, right? Now, moving forward, the whole of the subject mechatronics is comprising of 6 units. हमारे करिकुलम में जो मेकाट्रॉनिक्स है उसके टोटल 6 यूनिट्स हैं. नाउ जो 6 यूनिट्स हैं उनमें से 3 यूनिट्स जो हमारा पूरा मेकाट्रॉनिक्स है, ये मेकाट्रॉनिक्स हमारा 6 यूनिट्स का है. जो पूरा मेकाट्रॉनिक्स है ये 2 पार्ट्स में डिवाइडेड है, सेक्शन ए एंड सेक्शन बी. अमॉन्ग द टोटल अवेलेबल 6 एलिमेंट्स, इन 6 एलिमेंट्स में से सेक्शन ए में पहले 3 यूनिट्स हैं और रिमेनिंग जो यूनिट्स हैं दैट इज यूनिट नंबर 4, यूनिट नंबर 5 एंड यूनिट नंबर 6 वो हमारे सेक्शन बी में है. राइट. सो मूविंग फॉरवर्ड we will see which are the different units. As already stated that unit number 1, unit number 2 and unit number 3 are in section A of the mechatronics subject. So in unit 1 we will see the different types of sensors, their working principle, their characteristics, and we will study some of the most important sensors which we required in day-to-day automation work, right? Like pressure sensors, strain sensors, force sensor, torque sensors, to name very few of them, right? So all this will be studied in unit number 1. Now unit number 1 is being allotted total 7 hours to study. Now remember, the whole of the subject that is mechatronics has a total allotment of 40 hours. Out of those 40 hours, 7 hours are allotted to unit number 1. Remember, when we say that 7 hours are allotted, that means of the total 100%, 7 hours means you will be getting around 17.5, 7 to the 14, 17.5 percentage of weightage to unit number 1. When we talk about in terms of about the weightage in terms of percentage, we can say that 17.5 percentage is allotted to unit number 1. Moving forward and talking about unit number 2, in unit number 2 we will study hydraulics and pneumatic electrical systems and its working principle, their constructions, then what are the different symbols which will be used or which are used to denote these hydraulics and pneumatic systems. That will be studied in unit number 2. And again unit number 2 is allotted total 7 hours, that means again 17.5 percentage. Okay, so that was all about unit number 1 and unit number 2. Moving forward, unit number 3. In unit number 3 we will study the data acquisition systems, signal conditioning systems and their industrial applications. All that will be studied in unit number 3. And again unit number 3 is allotted a total of 6 hours, that means 6 to the 12 and 2.5 means 15%, right? So unit number 3 is given total weightage of 15%, right? So unit number 1, unit number 2 and unit number 3 fall in section A of the subject. And when we move forward, unit number 4, unit number 5 and unit number 6 are placed in section B. And talking about unit number 4, in unit number 4 we will study the digital logic gates, Boolean algebra, we will study some microprocessors, microcontrollers and their industrial applications. All this will be studied in unit number 4. Moving forward, in unit number 5 we will study the digital to analog and analog to digital converters. We will study different converters, we will study softwares, hardware principles, we will introduce logic controllers, we will study some programmings of these PLCs and some industrial applications. And Finally, in unit number 6, remember unit number 5 and unit number 6 are again given a total weightage of, in terms of hours, 7 hours of weightage. That means in terms of percentage it becomes again 17, that means 17.5. Total unit number 5 and unit number 6 have a total weightage of 35% of the total syllabus, right? So talking about unit number 6, in unit number 6 we will study the advanced application of mechatronics. We will study the CIM, robots, some basics of artificial intelligence, and the logic applications in mechatronics and micro sensors. All this will be studied in unit number 6, right? Okay, moving forward, as already stated, that section A comprises of unit number 1, unit number 2 and unit number 3, whereas section B comprises of unit number 4, 5 and 6. The different books which we will refer will be Ernest Dublin has written a book, Measurement System Applications and Design, right? So that will be the book which we will refer. We can also refer the book Mechatronics by Bolton. So these are indeed good books. We may refer, or if you you can also refer the Principal Concepts and Application of Mechatronics by Mahalik. That is also a good book. To name further, we have unit 4th and 5th book I have mentioned there. You can study them. They are also good one. Okay, moving forward and talking about the question paper, I have already said that 180 mark theory paper is conducted by university, whereas 20 mark class test is conducted by the institute, right? Talking about the 80 mark question paper which is conducted by university, I have already said that the 3 units are in section A and 3 units are in section B. That means again the 80 mark question paper is divided into 2 sections, right? Section A and section B. Those questions which lie in section A are from those chapters which are from section A of the subject, and the questions which lie in section B are from the subjects which are in section B of the subject, right? So in exam there will be total 2 sections for this question paper, section A and section B. Section A will comprise of total 5 questions and section B will comprise of total 5 questions. That means there will be total 10 questions. Among those, question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4 and question number 5 will be there in section A, whereas question number 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 will be in section B. Among these total 10 questions, question number 1 and question number 6 will be the compulsory one. Remember, question number 1 and question number 6 have to be attempted in exam paper. Question number 1 and question number 6 are compulsory one, whereas in both the sections, among the remaining 4 questions you have to attempt any 2. That means in each section you have to attempt 3 questions. Question number 1 is compulsory and question number 6 is compulsory, and you can attempt any 2 from the remaining 4 questions in each section, right? So that is all about the question, and so I think that you may have got a good idea about this. So we will stop here and we will start with the first unit,